Hello and welcome back to the Forza Horizon 3 A through Z series here on Box Gaming. My name is Justin, of course, and today we'll be continuing for the third episode of this season. I will lose count at some point in the near future, probably. I will lose count of what episode number we're on, but we started off with the 695 Biposto, which I turned into an all-wheel drive rally car, and it's fantastic. Then we did the Abarth 500 SS 2010, and we did that as a track car. Didn't work out so well, not nearly as fun to drive as the other one. And today we're going to be driving the Abarth Fiat 131 from 1980. So that's the car that we'll be featuring in this video. The next video, of course, will be the Abarth 595 SS from 1968, and I've got some fun plans for that car. But let's go ahead and let's do some work to this Abarth Fiat 131. Not the most attractive of cars I've ever seen, to be totally honest. Okay, so this car starts out as rear-wheel drive, and I would actually like to turn this into a rally car. I think it's got the kind of body type for a rally car, and I tried a rear-wheel drive rally car before with the Lancia, and it didn't go so well. And I'm planning to have quite a bit of power in this, so let's go ahead and get the all-wheel drive conversion first of all. So as far as engine swaps go, we've got a 140 horsepower, 130 pound-feet of torque engine to start with. I'm not sure of the size or the cylinder count, but it brings the car in at 2,300 pounds, just over, with a 56% front weight distribution, which is not very good. Oh, it is a 2-liter engine that's in this car, so that's the stock one. Now we can get the 1.6-liter 4-cylinder rally engine, and that puts a turbo on it, of course. Or we can get this 3.2-liter inline 6 with 320 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque. It does increase the weight of the car, and it makes the front distribution even worse. But it's got a really flat power curve. No, I think in the sake of weight distribution, I'm going to keep the stock engine for this build. Now, I can turbocharge or supercharge this stock engine, but I'm going to see what kind of power we get from the naturally aspirated 2-liter stock engine, and then I'll decide if I want to throw on a turbo or a supercharger. Okay, so we got the brakes and suspension and all the drivetrain stuff. The tires are on as well, and all the aerodynamic choices that I've gone for. I did not go for the front splitter or for a rear wing, but I did go for that neat little bumper on the front, because why the hell not? I've also gone for a roof scoop, because this is a rally car. I know the engine's not in the back, but whatever. Okay, I've decided to go ahead and turbo the stock engine because it's only 337 horsepower with 2,000 pound weight. It's a 2,000 pound car with 337 horsepower, and that's not a lot. That's about how much weight the RS200 that I have has, and half the power. And that RS200 is by no means uncontrollable or anything like that. And actually, the turbo does give better it gives a more flat power curve, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just all around better, really, than the supercharger. So we're going to pick up a turbo here, and I'm going to take a look at the turbo upgrades. I'm not sure if I actually want to get one, but let's see what the bigger turbos will do for us. This upgrade will add 30 horsepower, put us at 841 PI. This one will add 50 horsepower, bringing it up to 415 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque. I'm actually happy with that, so we're going to go ahead and pick up the biggest size turbo upgrade, and I think we'll go ahead and get the biggest upgrade for the intercooler as well. And I think that's going to do it. So 72,750 credits later, and this is how the Abarth Fiat 131 is looking. It is now nearly 300 more horsepower and nearly the exact same weight. It's now 846 PI in the S1 class compared to D class as it was stock. So let's go ahead, let's paint this thing, let's take it out for a spin, and let's bring it out to a race. Okay, so here she is. I've gone for a matte white on the car with black rims and a carbon fiber hood and a carbon fiber rear wing, which is on the roof of the car, interestingly enough, but Yeah, this is the design I've gone for on this 131, and I think it looks quite nice with the mud flaps and everything. Definitely looks very much like a rally car, so this should be pretty fun. Let's go ahead and test it out. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I like the looks of that. Oh, yeah. In fact, we've got a bounty here. Let's see if it's actually going to be like a fair race. Oh, I see what kind of car this bounty is driving. That might be a good assessment of the car, since it would be on open roads, of course, with traffic. Looks like it's a Skyline. It says it's hard, so this will be a good test for the car. That's only B class. I don't think this is going to be hard at all. Nope, this is not hard at all. Oh well. Like I said, we're going to be driving it on the roads anyway, so it's a pretty good test. I don't know if my headset's on louder than normal, but this car seems really, really loud. "160 miles an hour. We are in 6th gear. I've not touched the gear ratio, though, so this is pretty high top speed. 172 miles an hour for the 131. That's actually surprising. Again, well, I mean, I did upgrade the transmission, but I didn't actually, and that nearly paid for the entire, we are going to pick up a wheel spin here, actually. Wouldn't mind a Horizon Edition car at all. I still have yet to win one. Oh my god!
We have a winner!
What?
Horizon Editions don't exist anywhere else on Earth. They're custom built for the festival.
Clearly this
bonuses whenever you're behind the wheel.
Clearly this 131 is magic. Clearly the 131 is magic. Wow. Okay, finally got a Horizon Edition car. So let's take it off-road. Let's just kind of drive around here a little bit. Uh-oh. That was my fault. The car seems very stable. I think my headset is on loud, so I'm just gonna turn it down. The car seems very stable. It feels much more planted than the other two Abarths that I've driven so far. I mean, I think it has a lower center of gravity. It's not quite as tall as those two. Seems to handle the jumps better as well. Oh, right up against that barrier. Oh! It's definitely heavier. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that it's heavier without question compared to the other two. I didn't actually check the curb weight on the other two, but I'm willing to bet it's more than this one. Look at this score I've got, 133,000. And I mean, that was pretty effortless in this car. Now again, I did do the all-wheel drive conversion. I'm not sure how manageable this would have been as a rear-wheel drive car, but yeah, look at that, just oversteer. I was in 4th gear. Back end just stepping out ever so slightly. I think that's a PB. Yeah, that's a PB for that drift zone. Just a 2-star, but I'm also not amazing at drifting. Oh my gosh, that went all sorts of wrong. That went all sorts of wrong. Uh-oh. There's a speed camera over here. I'm just kind of curious what sort of speed we could do in here. Somehow, I think I've never driven through the speed camera. Oh, I see. On the other side. Sneaky, sneaky. Let's try out this speed camera and see what kind of score we can get in this Abarth. Uh-oh. Oh, ho, ho. Overcooked it a little bit into there. Just a smidge. 130 miles an hour, just under. Look at it go, though. Look at how it just strides across. No problems whatsoever. Like a gazelle, this car is. It seems happy in the water as well. Although I say that and I think now it's kind of struggling. My wheel's kind of going nuts here too. I'm not sure if that's being picked up by the microphone. So far, I have to say I really like this. I don't know if it's more fun than the Baposto, but I think it might be faster, or at least more consistent, more controllable, more predictable than the Baposto. The Baposto, because of the short wheelbase, is just confusing. It's weird. You know, you have to spend some time with the Baposto, I feel, to really to really feel confident with it, to feel like you can go quickly with it. Whereas with this car, I think pretty much anybody that's remotely familiar with rally racing and the rally type of driving and that style of driving, you would feel right at home in this car. Because of the bigger wheelbase, it's still, though, very light. Still, though, very light. I mean, I've gotten 2 skill points just while driving this thing. I'm sorry, 3 skill points. Possibly even 4, I'm not really sure. I mean, this thing is a monster. Look at it accelerate in this open kind of field area. 150 miles an hour up to this hill. 144. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, just up and over. It does nosedive. Remember, it is front heavy. The distribution, the weight distribution on this car was to the front. And yep, see, like right there, the nose just dipping down midair. So that is a bit of a worry. But other than that, I mean, it's great. Again, I don't know necessarily if it would be faster than the Baposto, but I think it would be easier to just kind of pick up and have fun with than the Baposto. Or not fun. Pick up and be competitive with. You know, if you need to take a random Abarth into a rally race and you want to do well in the rally race and you've never tried it before, this is the one to choose. This is the one to choose. I mean, no problems. No problems for the 131. So nice and flat over that jump. Just effortless. Just effortless. Oops, I meant to upshift. And I've actually stopped talking just purely because I'm having a lot of fun just driving this around. Oh, keep it out of the trees. It's just oversteering the whole time. But it's all very controllable, even with this giant turbo. I have to recommend the turbo. If this had been the 333 naturally aspirated horsepower that I was initially thinking of doing, I don't think it would have been as good. I don't think it would have been as good. So, yeah, I'm glad I picked up the turbo because this is the right amount of power. So let's find a little race or something to do nearby, and let's see what this thing's like on the track. Okay, so we're at this Marunda Reservoir Trail, and I'm going to try the Rivals mode because I've never done that before. Yeah, it's not a very good PI, though, because Rivals mode is like, you know, a certain PI or a certain class. So I really would want it to be 900 PI to compete in this, but I'm going to go ahead and compete in the S1 class at this, this I believe is a mostly off-road kind of trail. And we're going to use this Abarth 131. Okay, we're off. Wow, this thing gets great launch. Absolutely fantastic launch. Should have no problems through the water splash, and we sure don't. I believe I can keep it in 5th gear for this. Yes, I can. And I can keep it in 5th gear for this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. I don't know if you're meant to rewind on these, though. Yeah, race time flag. So actually, let's restart this. Because it looks like it's actually giving me a ghost to race up against. And I didn't know it was going to do that. And I would like to beat this ghost if I can. Oh, I had a frame stutter right as I was trying to shift. Oh ho 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 ho! It's not how I wanted to take that corner, but at least I didn't hit the barrier. This guy's right behind me. Did I hit the checkpoint? Please tell me I hit the checkpoint. Oh, very nicely through there. Very nicely through there. Oops, god damn it. I shouldn't have done the rewind. I keep forgetting to do that. Let's restart one more time. I apologize. I didn't want to be restarting this, but I do really want to put in a good time with this car. Okay, that was a little bit faster than last time. It's still understeered pretty wide, though. Much better through there. Much better through there. Handles the water beautifully. It really does. Oh, water splash. Nope, it's fine. It is fine. That's a lot of air. Oh, another water splash. Oh. Came into that a little hot. Weird line through there. Weird line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm aiming right for that tree. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the part with the weird jumps. I really don't want to throw the lap away here. Or the run. Oh, okay. Yeah, fourth gear for that one. Third gear for this one. Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird final corner. But that is going to beat one of my rivals, I believe, actually. I beat Lag It's Pistol 21 by 10 seconds. And we're going to pick up a reward for that, actually. Again, I've never done one of these rivals things, but we have pretty much smashed that guy. And we're going to pick up 13,000 credits for our efforts, so that's not bad. But yeah, this Fiat, this 131, or Abarth Fiat 131, is pretty freaking nice. I really, really like this car, actually. And I really like how it looks, actually, after putting all that work into it. 20,000 credits. After putting painting it white and putting the carbon fiber hood on it and putting that grille on the front with the extra lights on it and stuff, yeah, I'm very happy with this car. So it's another success. It seems so far like the rally cars are the ones that I like. So hopefully that doesn't turn out to be the case. Maybe it's just a case, though, that the Abarths make better rally cars than street cars. And, you know, that would make sense logistically. So that could be the scenario that we're in because, yeah, I mean, who knows? You know, I'm probably never going to go back and do the A through Z list again and, you know, do the cars opposite or anything like that. It's not like I'm going to go through and make a street version of this car at any point in the future, so we'll probably never know if, in fact, it's just, you know, Abarths are better for rallying. But this car is great for rallying. I mean, look at it. It just flew through that jump, no problem. Flying through here. Oh, yeah. Picking up more skill points. I think I've earned more skill points in this car than any car before. Uh-oh. I messed that up. That was my fault. Look! I can't believe it got wheel spin there. Can't believe I was counter steering. Can't believe it's not butter. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for episode 3. And again, this is the Abarth Fiat 131, I believe, from 1980. And yeah, it's a hell of a rally car. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And I don't think it's very expensive. So even if you don't already own one, I think it's really cheap to buy one. I think you can find this one on the auction house for like 40,000 credits, maybe even less. I mean, if you're doing buyout, if you're bidding, I'm sure you can find one for like $5,000 if you do it at the right time. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time for the final Abarth in this A through Z series, which is gonna be the one from the 60s. And again, I've got something very special planned for that one, so I hope you guys tune in for that. Bye-bye.